Welcome back to Divine Capricorns with me, Amanda. I read for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements. This is going to be a December predictions video. And yeah, so whatever comes out, comes out. It's meant to. I know we're closing in on the end of yet another year. So I'm probably also going to do a 2025 predictions video at some point this month. So be on the lookout for all of that. So I'm going to shuffle one more time and then we will get right into the overall energy of December. And I think what I'm going to do is multiple spreads. I'm going to do more than one spread because that's what I'm feeling today. Also, I'm having another hot flash, which is just wild. Right before I hit record. I don't understand, but that is okay. What is the overall energy for my Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements for the month of December? What is the overall energy? Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Anything else? Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Can I have one more? Thank you. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. You know, this is giving me like instantly. It's like some of you are like debating on changing what you do for like a profession, not like necessarily profession, I should say, like what you do to make money. Some of you would really like to get into spirituality and like say doing what I do. Doesn't have to be what I do specifically, but like there's something about, oh, I just heard psychologist. Interesting, that could be you. It's like denying yourself the ability to recognize your strengths. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Like you need to be sharing these things. That's what I'm strongly getting. What else? Can you tell me more through the tarot? What's going to be transpiring throughout December? The Star. King of Pentacles. The Fool. Making money moves. Oh, I just heard Cardi B in my head. Making money moves. I'm like not recalling the whole part of this is, oh God. It's Bodak Yellow. It's her first like big hit. I'm getting like super hot just right now. It's ridiculous. Interesting. So some of you could be Cardi fans. I don't know. I was actually not a fan of her when she first came out, to be completely honest. We've got the Nine of Swords. There's that doubt. There's the fear and anxiety of like, should I not? The Empress, which was just at the bottom of the deck when I first picked it up, just so you know. Wow, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. It's like there's a bunch of things in front of you or coming towards you where like you're gonna have to make a choice. And like the choice specifically should be as to like everything that you've learned this year specifically. It's not necessarily like a test, but I think the universe is kind of showing you some things before it like completely blesses you. If that makes sense. I mean, you've got two sevens here. 7, 7, and 9. Can I get one more card? One more card, please. 1, Oh my goodness. So it gives me 2. Okay. We've got the Hermit and then the 7 of Swords. That's 3 sevens. 7 could be very, very significant, especially if it's in the month. So the 7th, 17th, 27th, which would be 3. Oh, wow. Okay. So those 3 days could be days that they're really important, where important things transpire. I mean, you got 4 majors out of 9. That ain't bad. You got 2 swords cards, which just lets me know like you're not completely sure about the direction that you're going. Which is fine. I feel like you feel like you're called to let go and surrender and kind of make new moves. Could be literal, like maybe an actual move. But then part of you is just like thinking to yourself like, oh, I don't know if I can actually do that. That seems like pretty impossible. Which I feel you. Before I hopped on here, I was actually looking at apartments in a city I've never lived. And that's kind of terrifying to think about. Because I don't know how I would even move, to be fair. But yeah. Interesting. I feel as though there are really good things happening for you. You have the Star, King of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Empress. These are all super positive cards. Not saying that 7 of Pentacles isn't. The other ones aren't necessarily not positive either, but they have aspects of them that can be kind of more neutral. They could go either way. But 7 of Pentacles for me is like an evaluation of like, but where am I really growing and where am I not growing? Because 7 goes to the 8, and 8 is like that hard work being put in, that determination and focus, and like it's like tunnel vision type of focus. So I feel like before you put all of your eggs into a basket, you're kind of evaluating options. Hopefully that makes sense. It being with the 7 of Cups here right next to, that's kind of how it feels. Like certain things will be presented to you during this month. And I feel like obviously, with 7 of Cups is, not all of these are going to be good. Some of these have treasure and wealth. Some of these are dust. They're snakes, like it's not all the cups are good. Not all the options are good. Definitely using your discernment and kind of figuring out what you want to get out of it, what you want to experience. And, like if it's going to be worth your time, then base that off of like your intuition. I'm not saying not to use your logic. Logic is still going to be helpful, especially when it comes to practicality. But it can't be the only thing that you use. It can't be the only tool. I feel like also at this time, there's something about what you do. Like I was talking about with the Oracle cards here, denial, self-esteem, and empathy. I'm losing my voice. Why am I losing my voice? Mercury retrograde. God. My goodness. I apologize. With these cards, I'm getting the sense of like what you do for work might be changing, or you might be changing your mind. Something about something new, a new direction. Like the Fool makes sense to me being next to the King of Pentacles, right underneath these cards. And I tell you why. Because the King of Pentacles is the last card in the tarot. So if you get this card, this is amazing. Like I love all the cards, don't get me wrong, but this card trumps all of the cards, in my opinion, especially if it's the King of Pentacles and the World card together, like there isn't anything that you couldn't possibly do, right? So if you knew there was no obstacles in your way, no adversity, would you still make the moves, right? So like, what if it could actually turn out really, really great? And even if there was obstacles, you should be able to trust yourself and your abilities, right? I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So being empathetic towards yourself, I feel like, could be very helpful at this time. You're open. There's a need to be open to seeing both sides of the coin, both sides of the situation at hand. You could also be dealing with a person in particular. I mean, we have the Empress, the Hermit, King of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Star. That's 5 different people. This could all be just you, or this is a person. I feel like also with the Hermit and the 7 of Swords, it's this idea of like there is no option for you to give up. Like, I feel like someone or something is not giving up on you. I just got that as a message. Interesting. You could have like a hermit as a spirit guide. So it could be a Virgo. Doesn't mean, it has to be their sign, but someone who's very supportive. Interesting. Looks out for you. So this could be someone in your life, or this could be a guide. You know your story best here. I think that you have this ability to create from nothing and to have it just grow. Like the Empress, she understands flow state. And in flow state, you aren't tied or attached to outcomes of things. Right? In manifestation, you have to believe it's going to come true, but that's not to a point of controlling it, right? So a lot of people get that wrong. And when they get that wrong, that's a sign of spiritual bypassing. I'm just literally putting that to you as basic in terms as I can. They haven't done their shadow work. So when you loosen control and attachment to outcomes, but you still can, visualize it and want it for yourself and believe that you deserve it, that is a balanced place to be. Which now I'm being called to look at the star for what I'm just talking about now. And it feels as if like you're pouring into yourself, or people are pouring into you at this time. I don't know if it's you or like people around you are pouring into you. Pouring into you just means like they're giving you love, affection, support, like recognition. Oh, it's interesting? There are 7 small stars in this card, and then the big star would be 8. I tie the number 8 with karma, and this year was an 8 year. If you look into numerology, and I feel as though like at this time you're going to reap rewards because you did do the work during this time. You did listen to your intuition. You did follow the guidance given to you. And maybe that's where the Fool is coming in, is like you're being led in some sort of way. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. It's possible that you've let go of your fears, like in the way of like defeat, maybe. You acknowledged those things and you were able to move past them. And or you're going to be doing that completely this month. During Mercury retrograde, it's usually a good idea to go into hermit mode. I'm happy that the hermit came out because this is a time for introspection, to reflect upon experiences, specifically this year, so more recent. So there's something about going back so you can go forward. We have Aquarius, we have Aries, Taurus, we've got Gemini, Virgo, we have another Taurus card, Libra. I mean, a good amount of Taurus here. Taurus and Aqua. Yeah, double Aqua. Interesting. And we do have Virgo too. So I feel like this is pretty balanced, right? You know, we've got Earth. Ooh, there's no fire. So I think maybe right now you're being called to just be still, to be in the mental, emotional, and practical sides of you. So that when the new year comes, you can make your moves. You can take action. Interesting. I like it, Cappy. I'm going to do a spread for just like a general love, because that's what I feel like doing for y'all. And then we will continue getting into some advice. So if you're still here, please like, share, subscribe. Lately, the views have not matched the likes. Not forcing anybody to leave comments, although it is very helpful to the algorithms. But I would deeply, deeply appreciate the support. So, you know, YouTube is a really great place to be. But to be fair, it is completely free. So when we're on these applications and platforms as creators, it's pretty important that we have some sort of support so we can continue doing it. You know, like, not all of us are retired and don't have to work. Like, the majority of people who are on here have to work so they can, you know, survive in things and take care of themselves. So I find it important to support other creators. I do my best as to liking, commenting, and then I share videos. I share readings with people in my life that I think that resonate with the messages, depending on, you know, if I know if there's certain things happening in their life, which a lot of them appreciate usually, and then they get really into that creator. So I urge you, it's really important to help other people out, because, you know, what you put out there, you get back, right? So if you're not putting out support, probably not going to get it back. Just saying. That's why I'm always trying to support my friends and other creators. Does not matter if I know them personally or not. It's more about helping others out. So give me general love energy for my Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements during the month of December. What's going on in their love life? All right. Adversity and abundance. Oh, gosh. Okay. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality. You know what I'm getting? This is separate. Adversity is for those of you who are in relationships, and abundance is for those of you who are single, which is super funny. So I'm going to do two separate spreads here, just so that it doesn't get crazy and weird and confusing. Can you show me adversity for my Capricorns who are in relationships? What is adversity all about? They definitely be flipping. So King of Wands, Okay, fire. I do not reverse my cards, so 6 of Wands in reverse, Judgment in reverse. Can I have another card, please? Thank you. 2 of Wands. My goodness. So much fire. But we are in Sagittarius season, and Mercury retrograde is in Sag. That's the theme. So I can't say I'm surprised. You know what I'm getting here? I feel like whoever you might be in a relationship with or connected to doesn't really recognize who you are to them. And the 2 of Wands being the last card here, it kind of feels like maybe you're looking onwards, like you're thinking about maybe leaving this person. I'm going to be completely honest here. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So you might be frustrated and getting into arguments with this person at this time, or you have been, and you just don't appreciate it. But you know, sometimes those experiences allow us to learn. You do have King of Wands in the upright, so maybe this could be this person, and or this is just like your approach right now. Like you just feel like you need to defend yourself. There's a sense of like not just standing up for yourself, but like understanding that you have a role in the relationship as well. So, some accountability. I can appreciate that. What is the advice? I just kind of feel like there's a sense of like you're really thinking about like not being with this person anymore. What is the advice? The Chariot. Yeah. I think that you have other places or other things to be doing. The Chariot, Cancer. We have King of Wands, which is Leo, Cancer, or Cancer, Leo. We have another Leo card, so quite a bit of Leo here. Aries, and then, you know, to be honest, Judgment gives me Aries vibes, to be fair. I just feel like you need to move forward. Like, I think that you have, I don't want to say like you think that you're better than the other person. I don't think it's that. I think that you've learned what you've needed to learn from this person, and it's time to move forward. It's time to move towards someone who has more emotional intelligence, can express themselves, can hold space, someone who's affectionate maybe, who really cares about spending quality time. That's what I'm getting from all this. With that Judgment card in reverse, it's like maybe you've not recognized that you needed to heal some things as well. Like maybe this relationship gave you that perspective where like you recognize like there's certain things that you need to work through. And because, you know, we're not all perfect. I mean, nobody's perfect, really. Not ever. But hopefully that makes sense to all of you. Let me shuffle really quick. Can you show me, Spirit, my single Capricorns? What is with abundance? Why did this card come out for my single Capricorns? Can you show me more? Eight of Cups went to the side, but I don't read sides, so there's that. You can though. That is a method of reading, but I just don't. I haven't learned it yet. Anything else? Chariot. Yeah, moving forward. King of Cups. I wonder if this is like literally the same read. That's interesting. You might have already met the person that you'd rather be with. That is only for some of you, not many of you at all. But they're like softer. There's somebody like you're not even used to. Temperance. Yeah, I feel like you're meant to be with this person. They're supposed to help you with certain things. I mean, I could look more into it and get real specific, but I'm definitely not going to. This is another 8 card. So again, like I was talking about, 8 is karma for me. So I feel like this was meant to happen in the way it happened. There were certain things you had to learn. And part of that is, you know, learning that you're a very abundant person. Like you can create and manifest whatever you want, whatever you truly desire. So if you want somebody that's more, you know, in touch with their feelings, who's more sensitive and present, then you can have that. We have Sagittarius, we've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and Libra. So definitely abundant on the water. So we have all 3. But they could just have that in their chart in a placement that, you know, counts. It matches you. This being the Sag card, like I feel you're going to meet this person or this is going to transpire in Sag season. We do have a new moon tonight. So tonight would be a great time for you to manifest whatever this is. And it sounds like it's a more balanced relationship. Because the Ace of Swords is at the bottom. So I feel inclined to believe that what I'm saying is correct. Of course, it may not be correct for every single one of you. You know your story best, so please do not force the narrative because that is weird and delusional. I know that it happens a lot here on YouTube, but it, you know, whatever. Hopefully that does not continue. Anyways, this is what I have for you, Capricorn. I am so excited for you and all of the changes that are going to be happening. And if you could please like, share, subscribe, and all of those things on this channel, please, please, please. I appreciate it. Other than that, anything you might need from me, like a private reading, is down in the description box below. All right. I will see you in the next video. Know that you are divine, sacred, and heavenly. Bye, Capricorn.